Good morning, students. Let us continue with the poetry section and let us discuss the text of the poem Go and Catch a Falling Star. But before touching the text, let us know something about the poem, about the central idea, and about the theme of the poem. Whereas Go and Catch a Falling Star is concerned, it is a poem by John Donne in which he argues that it is impossible to find a woman who is both attractive and faithful to one man. Very critical comment about feminine world. In the first stanza, Donne states a number of impossible tasks. He provides a number of examples which are impossible in this world and compares these tasks that it is exactly impossible to find out a single lady on this earth who is at the same time both attractive and faithful. He compares finding an honest woman to these tasks. He cleverly states that to find a woman who is honest in love is as difficult as it is to catch a falling star. The impossible tasks he gives as example also include conceiving a child with mandrake plant. He also provides example that it is impossible to get or to beget a child from the root of the plant. Then he gives another example which is again impossible to gain full knowledge about the past that is gone. Solving the mystery of the devil's cloven hoof. Another example which is difficult and impossible rather. It is quite impossible to solve the mystery who cleft the devil's foot. And learning the knack of hearing mermaids singing. Just to understand what mermaid sings, what are the contents of the song. It is another impossible task which he uses as example just to emphasize that in the likewise manner it is also difficult to find out a single lady who is at the same time both beautiful and faithful. In a sarcastic comment, Donne says that finding an honest woman is as difficult as living without the pain of envy. In a sarcastic manner, another example is given that one cannot survive without the pain of jealousy. In the likewise manner, as it is impossible to live without experiencing the pain of jealousy, it is quite difficult to find and rather impossible to find out a woman who is both beautiful and loyal. Envy is the greed and lust of other people who would secretly long for his woman. What jealousy is? It is a greed, it is a lust to search for or to do some efforts to have others' woman. He adds sarcastically to the list of impossible tasks the task of finding the wind that brings prosperity to those who are honest mind, who are of honest mind. In a very sarcastical manner, he also says that it is impossible to know why the people who are having honest mind, they become prosperous, they become rich. In the second stanza, the subject matter is an imaginary journey of 10,000 days and nights. In second stanza, what he does, he imagines, or rather asks to the readers, that someone goes on a journey for 10,000 days. Donne imagines a seeker spending a lifetime. He also imagines that someone spends the whole life, the lifetime, until he has grey hair, looking for an honest woman. Throughout the life, that person keeps up the journey, continues the journey, becomes old, hairs are grey, just in order to search an honest woman. Donne believes that despite all the strange sights of traveler will see, he won't come across the honest woman. He is having a strong belief that all the weird sights, all the strange sights, that person can see during that journey and that person can remember. But that person would not be able to find out during that journey a single lady who is having both the qualities, who is attractive as well as consistent. In the third stanza, the thought changes to more positive idea of finding an honest woman. In the third stanza, the idea is there that some excuse is given, some relief is given. The idea of finding a woman who is consistent one, who is honest one. If the traveler finds one, he is to report him immediately. He says that if the searcher, if the traveler who is on journey finds one, he should immediately tell me, report me that this is a spot where there lives a lady who is honest one. Donne says that such journey a pilgrimage. Donne considers to visit that place a journey as a sacred journey, a pilgrimage. And he considers that it would be sweet to visit there. But then Donne changes his mind and says he wouldn't travel next door to meet her, as by the time he arrives even that far, she will have proved disloyal to 2 or 3 other men. He says that even then she might be living to the next door. I would not go there. Before my arrival there, she might have deceived 2 or 3 persons. He says a woman would only remain honest at most for as long as it takes to write a letter saying you have found her. Again, a very harsh comment. He says that the woman can remain loyal, can remain consistent only for the moment, only for the time being, as The information is given to me. Woman would only remain honest at the most for as long as some letter is written to the poet, some information is given to the poet. In our next lecture, we shall study the text of the poem. Thank you very much.